All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kirsten. Today I am back with another video here. So I'm in a different spot. As of right now, I'm at my girlfriend's mom's for New Year's Eve. So I am not in the normal spot usually like I am. I've done a couple videos from here before, but again, doing another one. I'm here for, again, like I said, New Year's Eve, and just not home. So for me, grind does not stop, and the Flyers pick up a really nice 4-2 win over the LA Kings in LA. Just really, really good stuff today, honestly, overall. I mean, first of all, it was an entertaining hockey game, I will say. There's a lot of good things that came out of this. Lines in this one were the same as the start in San Jose. They were same in practice as yesterday. Van Riemsdyk with Frost and Tippett, Farabee with Cates and Konechny, Hayes with Lawton and Allison, Delorier with Brown and McEwen, Provorov and York, Sanheim and D'Angelo, Sealer and Ristolainen, and then Samuel Ersson was in net for this one. First period overall, Flyers ended up going down 2-1 after the first period, but overall, the first had some good things, and the Flyers had some good moments. Early on, there was a good shift by the Konechny line. Outside of that, the Kings had a good chunk of pressure. Ersson had a really nice save on Waugh from the high slot. Then he had a nice save on Doughty and tight, and Sanheim didn't pick up Doughty going to the net. So it could have been 1-0 Kings early. Then there was some penalty issues in the first period. York takes a tripping penalty. So that's 2 penalties in 2 games for York. Then a Konechny trip off the draw where Iafallo bumps into Konechny, and Iafallo is really the one who initiated it, but it still gets called, and the Flyers go down 2 men. They had a couple good plays and a couple good clears before that to get the puck out of the zone, being 5-on-3 for a minute 52, but Kempe would score 1-0. I didn't love the goal from Ersson, that he gave up. I get it, it's 5-on-3 and it's a wide open one-timer, but he got enough of it, and it was a clean look. It looked like he could have seen it. He just got enough of it, and unfortunately, it ended up going over the line. The refs were so weird in this period. There was a hand pass that wasn't called, or that was called, I should say, because I believe it was Konechny who batted it down, and Dursey went and played it, and then Lawton touched it, and the ref near it waved it off. The ref behind called it, and that penalty beforehand was not a good call at all. You basically saw towards say what the F is that. He wasn't too happy, and then there's another penalty, but this time it's on LA. Flyers get a power play, and Lawton scores to tie the game. It was a really good couple of looks from the top unit, and the Flyers power play has struggled. They were 3 for 24 going into this game, 3 for their last 24, I should say, and just a lot of good looks from the first unit that kind of set it up, and then the second unit, which has had success with Lawton getting the one-timer off. They scored. He scored a similar goal like that in December. Well, we're still in December, but against New Jersey, I should say, in the middle of December. And again, Lawton's kind of used that one-timer as his friend. Like that play on the half wall on the flank for Lawton has really worked out, and Flyers would tie the game on that. And again, that was just a nice play in general because Tippett with the swing pass, York kind of settled it down. I mean, he does that stuff in his sleep anyway, and just a really nice shot from Lawton. So it's tied 1-1, and then Deneau would score 2-1 off the rush. This was the goal I really didn't like from Ersson. I know it was kind of a breakdown a little bit, and not too many guys got back, but again, that's a clean-sided shot. He should have been able to stop that. Ended up going far post. So the Kings would get a power play. No call on Lizotte for a retaliation penalty on Delorier. They don't call that. Then they call Farabee for a slash, which was not a slashing penalty. It was a little tap on the stick. It literally did nothing. Then Sealer takes a tripping call where he got mauled before that. They didn't call that, but they called Sealer on the trip. So very frustrating for the second period. And then the Flyers would get a power play after they killed them 2 off to start the second period. They had a couple of good looks, couple passing plays, really nothing crazy towards the net. You know, they were able to move the puck and keep plays alive. They only had one really legit chance from Frost, who I actually thought had a pretty good game today. I thought on the puck and off the puck he had a good game. I didn't think he was bad against San Jose, but overall I thought, Frost, for the way that the game went, he generated a couple chances. He didn't get any points, but overall, just a good game from him on and off the puck. Farabee and Konechny had a 2-on-1, almost almost was there. Right over the stick, unfortunately, couldn't score that. Then Tippett scores. Oh my gosh, Tippett. So just a beautiful play because he shows flashes of plays where he kind of pulls out plays like Frost does, where he can kind of drag things off the wall and make that little play and kind of like dipsy doodle around a guy. Exactly what he does here. And Quick is down. He's a smaller goalie. He just beats him high glove. Beautiful shot, beautiful placement, and the Flyers tie the game. Tippett has 20 points in 32 games. Excuse me. Like most people probably had Tippett around 40, 45 points for this year. And, I should say maybe 35 to 45, around that range. And he's already got 20 through almost halfway mark of the season, game 37 for the Flyers. So almost at halfway, he's got 20 points. And, he also missed a good chunk of games in the beginning of the year, too, when he got hurt in the first game of the season. So definitely good to see from that. And the one thing that I liked about the Flyers in the second period was the fact that they had such good forward support, and there have been times where they've had that, just not for the extended point of the game. And I honestly thought the game was kind of won in the second period for the Flyers a little bit, and I know that they scored the eventual game-winning goal from Cates shorthanded in the third, but in the second, it seemed like that they didn't really give LA that anything too crazy. It was tight checking. There wasn't as many opportunities for either team, but I thought the Flyers kind of owned the play a little bit more. They had more zone time. A lot of the Kings' chances were one and done, so they end the second period tied 2-2. Urson had a nice save on Byfield before the end of the period, and overall, just a good period. And Provorov had a chance late to go up 3-2, couldn't get a shot off. Allison hit the crossbar early, and then the Kings had a couple of chances. Urson had a nice save on Fiala, then another one off the rush. Again, he just had a couple good sequences. And one thing I like about Urson is, from what I've seen in at least the 3 games he's played so far, he's very good in tight. Like, if the puck gets in tight, anywhere near the hash marks or anywhere around that area, near the crease, maybe a little bit out, he's very calm. Like, he doesn't, overreact or... I can't really think of the word, but like the way he is, he seems very calm, he's very dialed in, and he tracks the puck very well in tight. So again, he had a handful of good saves that kind of kept us alive, and then the Kings would get a power play. And before this, there was a really nice chance from Van Riemsdyk, which was set up by Frost and Tippett. Again, that line has shown flashes. Tippett had a really good game. Again, goal and assist for him. Kings get this power play here, and Cates finally gets one. Finally gets a goal. It's been a while since Cates has scored, and just a seeing eye shot shorthanded. The Flyers' 7th shorthanded goal of the year. Had 6 all of last year. That's 7 for this year. Ristolainen with a couple block shots on the penalty kill. They ended up getting that killed off. Tippett had a play where he almost made it 4-2 before the empty netter, and he just turned off the wall and fired it. He's so good at that. He's so strong on the walls. But the Flyers will get a power play. And the Kings had a 2-on-1 shorthanded. They fumbled it, though. The puck went over Kopitar's stick. Then they pulled the goalie with around a minute and a half left. Good defense overall. Konechny would score the empty netter on a wraparound chance. And back-to-back wins for the first time since November 5th and 8th against Ottawa and St. Louis. The Flyers, that's 2 back-to-back wins in 25 games. So definitely good to see. 2 wins in a row. Look, for 2022 and how rough of a year it was for this team and how rough it's been, it was a good way to end off the year. I mean, you always want to end it with a good note and a win, and it was definitely good to see the last 2 games of the calendar year, that is, with 2 wins. And for what it is, there's been strides. I know some people don't want to hear it, or they want certain people gone, whatever. But when you see guys like Tippett like that, and you see progression from Frost and York and Tippett and all these other younger guys. Cates gets a big goal in this game, and just what a time for that. I mean, you needed a goal, and it's a luckier bounce, yeah, but sometimes that's how the game is, and that's how hockey's so perfect. So overall, Flyers pick up a 4-2 win. Thanks everybody so much. Hope you. Again, I hope you guys have a really good New Year. Enjoy tonight and everything. Plan for a hopefully exciting 2023. Hopefully it gets better for the Flyers. I know personally I have some really cool content coming in 2023. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you guys for all the support this year alone. The channel grew a lot, and for me myself, I can't be any more thankful for you watching. So seriously, thank you so much. Remember to check out the podcast from last night with Reed Wallach. Remember the watch parties coming up January 14th. Flyers taking on the Capitals. Starts at 6:30 p.m. Here on YouTube. And yeah, thanks everybody so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you like this video, and I'll talk to you all again soon.